Thanks so much for joining us here on Atlanta News First Plus. I'm Joy Lim-Nakarin with a look at some of the top stories that we're following. We've now learned the identity of the teenager killed in an officer-involved shooting. So here's some footage that our crews captured of the scene. We reported this to you as breaking news yesterday. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation overnight released the 18-year-old's name. Now, the shooting happened after Clayton County officers responded to a suspicious persons call in the 3200 block of Chippewa Drive. According to Clayton County Police Chief Kevin Roberts, Roberts said multiple people were allegedly entering a vacant house at that location. When they arrived, officers immediately started ordering people inside the house to get out. Atlanta News First Don Chipman is with the First Alert Breaking News Tracker in Jonesboro, looking into Clayton County's account of exactly what led up to this shooting.
The accounts from both agencies differ vastly. Now, here's what we know happened. Officers were dispatched to a vacant house where some teens were hanging out. One of those teens ran from the scene and when running was shot by a Clayton County police officer. Clayton County saying that that teen was armed with a handgun. Here's where the shooting happened, that vacant home in the 3200 block of Chippewa Drive in Rex. The GBI now investigating this case because an officer was involved in the shooting. Overnight, the GBI identified the teen killed as 18-year-old Hakeem El-Nas. Now, here's what we're trying to get the clarification on. The GBI's preliminary report says that El-Nas was running away from officers when he was shot multiple times. Clayton County says that El-Nas was running towards officers, armed with a gun when he was shot.
I don't move in justifications right now. This is an investigation that the GBI is doing. So we're going to make our remarks in line with the facts as we know them at this time and await the finalization of the entire investigative process.
The GBI says that agents recovered a gun at the scene. We did reach out to the GBI for some clarification on the discrepancy between the accounts from both agencies, Clayton County and the GBI. The GBI noting that this is a preliminary investigation. As for that officer involved, that officer has been put on administrative leave, which is routine. In Jonesboro, Don Chipman, Atlanta News First.
Thanks so much to Don for that report. I want to get you to another massive investigation that's underway. So this involves 4 different arsons in different locations in Dekalb County. So Brookhaven police are now assisting with the Dekalb Fire because of this arson investigation. Brookhaven police say that they responded to 4 arson-related incidents that were all within a half-mile of each other. So certainly that is suspicious. Due to the close proximity and the nature of the fires, police say that they also appear to be related. Now, there was no property damage as a result of the fires, thankfully. But according to the Brookhaven Police Department in a statement, it says in part, quote, a male was able to enter a secured building to inform security about the fire. It is unknown if, apologize for this, and moving on to another video. But here's the scene of where this investigation has been taking place. But the Brookhaven Police Department has said that in a statement that it's unknown if the subject is related to the incidents or a good Samaritan informing security. Dekalb Fire says no arrests have been made at this time. But again, 4 different arsons, all in very close proximity, within a half-mile of each other, being investigated and apparently related, according to investigators with the Dekalb Fire and Brookhaven Police assisting in that investigation. We're going to keep following the latest there. Okay, let's now move on to this story. And if you're a parent with children in Atlanta public schools, this is definitely for you, because happening today, parents in Atlanta will have another opportunity to meet the Atlanta Public Schools sole finalists for superintendent at a town hall. Atlanta News First Asia Wilson is at the new schools at Carver and Carver Early College campus, where tonight's meeting will be taking place.
Yeah, Dr. Brian Johnson was at Midtown High School speaking with parents, answering questions, and introducing himself. And tonight he will do the same thing here at the new schools at Carver. Now, tonight's meeting is one of 6 town halls where the community will be able to get to know Dr. Johnson on a deeper level, including why he's been tapped as the top candidate for the job. Dr. Johnson has been selected as the sole finalist as the school system is seeing a drop in enrollment by 2,000 students. Now, that's based on data from last school year. Johnson is currently the Executive Vice Chancellor and Chief Strategy Officer at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, and he was previously the Superintendent of the Hamilton School District and won Superintendent of the Year in Tennessee in 2020. At last night's town hall, Johnson spoke about why he's ready for the job.
I'm standing right here right now because I've pressed myself to discomfort, right? I've pressed myself to challenge to serve children really exceptionally well.
And you're looking at the full list of town halls that will occur this week and will wrap up next Friday. Again, Johnson will be here at the new schools at Carver tonight. And on Thursday, he'll be at Mays High School. Now, all of these town halls that you're looking at will happen from 6 to 7 each night. Now, it's important to note, due to state law, the board will have to wait 14 days before making Johnson the official superintendent. I'm told then the board will vote. It's set to happen on July 8th. In Atlanta, Asia Wilson, Atlanta News First.
All right, let's take a look outside. What a beautiful day out there, but it is going to be a hot one. I noticed it did feel a little bit chillier out this morning. Here we are with First Alert meteorologist Rodney Harrison. We were talking all about this, the heat, the humidity, a lot of things to unpack here.
Yes, enjoy. It's going to be another hot day here across Metro Atlanta. Hello to you, everybody. I hope you're off to a good start to your day. Joy, today was actually not a bad day. There we go. We're on the screen now. Today is not a bad day at all. This morning, Joy, our temperatures were a little bit cooler compared to yesterday, and the moisture levels went down this morning. We actually had a front that moved through Metro Atlanta yesterday. That's why we got the rain yesterday morning, and behind that front, drier air has moved in. So this morning when you stepped out the door, it felt really nice outdoors because of that relatively drier air, and that also allowed our temperature to drop just a little bit into the 60s this morning. So this morning was a really good start to your day. This afternoon, not so much, Joy. That same dry air that cools off nicely in the morning, it warms up just as fast in the afternoon. So we've actually updated your high temperature for today to now 99 degrees. We were initially forecasting 98. We're going with 99 degrees now, so pretty close to 100 degrees. The record is 100 for today, so near record heat. And unfortunately, this heat will stick around basically for the rest of the week. We're going to stay in the upper 90s to near 100 degrees through at least Thursday. There are 2 opportunities of rain in your forecast, and I know a lot of people are looking for rain. You've been asking about the rain. Thursday, we have a front that'll move through, a weak front, but it'll be strong enough to generate maybe a few scattered showers or storms in the afternoon. It's not going to be enough for your yards, unfortunately. It's just not going to be a lot of rain, but that's our next best chance. Right now, that coverage is at 30%. And then Sunday, we have another front that'll move in, and that will also give us an opportunity for more showers and storms that may extend into Monday. So Thursday, Sunday, and Monday are your best opportunities to get wet in Metro Atlanta. Unfortunately, that just won't give us a lot of relief from the heat. Temperatures will stay in the 90s over the next 7 days, and as I mentioned before, the upper 90s here for much of this week. Now, this weekend, what will happen is the temperature will go down a little bit after our front on Thursday, so we'll go from the upper 90s to the low 90s, but the problem this weekend is when the moisture comes back, even with the low 90s, our heat index temperatures are going to be near 100 degrees, if not hotter. So this weekend, we may actually be back to the category where we're looking at dangerous heat, and that's something that we'll certainly keep you up to date on. So that's basically our story. It just stays hot through the next 7 days with a few opportunities for rain, but not really enough rain that's going to do too much good. We'll certainly keep you up to date on that. Today's going to be a great day, though. As you can see to your right-hand side of your screen, completely sunny out there today. It's already pretty hot, and it'll stay hot. So our reminder to you is just to, again, drink plenty of water, make sure you're staying in the shade. I do want to point out before I let you go that we are under an air quality alert for today. It's a code orange, which essentially means that if you have asthma or any type of lung issues, be sure and drink or try to stay indoors, or don't be outdoors for too long this afternoon. These code orange air quality alerts are pretty normal for the summertime when the temperature starts to warm up. So we'll keep you up to date on your forecast with an update on Atlanta News First at noon, and of course 24/7 in the First Alert weather app. We hope you make it an amazing Tuesday, and we'll see you back here throughout the course of the day for more updates. Joy, am I tossing it back to you, or are we done?
No, I was just standing here listening because I wanted to hear your forecast.
Okay. Joy's been listening very patiently off to the side.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, we got to stay up to date with what you're saying. It's important.
Well, it is indeed. So that's really the story. Just heat, Joy, again, with the opportunities for rain Thursday, Sunday, Monday. We'll keep you up to date, but until then, everybody have a fantastic Tuesday.